What up, my beautiful people? It is your girl, Princess Jathiyah, here with S.P.L.I.T and another message. S.P.L.I.T, spiritual, positive, loving individuals together. And I am so happy to have you here with me. All right, my beautiful people, this here is going to be a general reading for the collective. What up, my loves? All right, so we have here the devil at the bottom of the deck, okay? So the devil could be talking about obsession, grief. It could talk about, addictions and things like that. With the Ace of Cups in the reverse behind that, it could be a little obsessive like energy, because even with the Ace of Cups in reverse, sometimes that can reference to like trying really hard at something or trying to grasp something. The overall energy, though, was extraordinary good future. Okay. Behind that, embarrassment. And then we have here the back of the deck, evil twin. And then hard work. Okay. That's why I was getting that obsessive energy from. So, my beautiful people, here you are. Pathway. You're on the right pathway. Okay. So if you were questioning that and you were feeling kind of weird today, or whenever you're watching this, yeah, you're on the right pathway. The things that you're feeling, the emotions that you're feeling, it's actually coming from others that may watch you or are around you. And even if they don't watch you or see you, if they hear something about you, if they hear about your progress, or if they hear, how well you're doing, or see how well you're doing, it's coming from them, right? Because at the end of the day, if you are watching me, you're one of the few that has chosen, okay? Because even though God chooses us to do certain things and give us all purposes, we still have to choose to do it. So if you're one of those people that have chosen to do God's work, or to have chosen to follow what God is telling you to do instead of what the world is telling you to do, there are a lot of people that may have not treated you the best way, and they're watching you move forward in life and move and do certain things in your life, and it's kind of making them question the things that they have going on in theirs. We have here a lucrative partnership, fear. God wants you to trust in the leap of faith, in this leap of faith, to let go and trust that things will come back together as they should. And then fear. I feel like there are a lot of people that were afraid to partner up with God, to truly partner up with God. And people know partnering up with God would have been doing the 2:44 on the clock, the very thing that they wanted to do in their spirit, in their heart. But they came up with all the reasons as to why they shouldn't do it, as to why, it doesn't seem practical to do it that way. It doesn't seem normal to do it that way. Or just, they just came up with all these excuses instead of just trusting in themselves and trusting in a higher power. So they allowed fear to pretty much get in the way. And now there's a lot of people that have like messed up attitudes in regards to how they live their life, or in regards to how you're living your life. They may feel like the way that you live your life is not the best. And that's okay. Everybody's learning, everybody's growing. But however, these are people within the community that did not support you. Okay. So it just all depends on what your situation is. It could be a community of family, friends. I was giving heavy like family, like people that you grew up with, but it could be other types of family. Okay. And at this point, it's either them going through this, or this is what they have been projecting on you, or have been gossiping about you in regards to, being, what is it, drowned in debt. Like some of these people, like really, like we got poverty and child card in reverse. Okay. Some of these people don't get to start some sort of new passionate beginning due to the debt that they have. And it doesn't necessarily have to be financial debt. It could be spiritual debt, depending on the person, depending on the way their life is going. It could be, just different types of energy that's going on around that person or these people, 422 on the clock, that causes them to project their energy onto you, or you could feel that sadness. And it could be a situation where you're like, why do I even feel sad? Like, why am I even like crying over here? Or why am I feeling like the world is about to end and I just got a smoothie? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, why, speaking of smoothie. But yes. And so with the Seven of Pentacles here, there may be some people that want to take out a loan, or they need a loan, or they want to invest or something like that, or they want to take out some sort of loan, or it's not necessarily a loan, but it's like they need a reserving of energy, or like some form of your energy in order to to get to a certain space. I don't know. I wanted to clarify that because we did get legal judgments here. So this could literally be about somebody being, either approved for a loan, um, what is that called? Declined, I guess. Declined for a loan, or not approved for a loan, I guess. We also have here someone is trying to be close to you, out of fear, or you're trying to be close to them due to fear or something like that. So fear is like the major word here, because I got it twice. And then we have here, there's a shield that you've learned to place/build in your energy, and they can't get through. You've listened to your guides and angels. So this is either something that you're already doing. You have pretty much put up some sort of shield in your mind. And shield doesn't necessarily mean like you're shielding yourself from the world. It could literally mean 6:07 on the clock, that you have learned how to recognize negative energy, negative spirits, or negative thoughts, and you've learned to to help your vibration stay high. You remember who you are, you remember what God said to you, you remember all the teachings and all the things that you are researching and going through and stuff like that. So when you remember those things, my beautiful people, even when things seem like dang, I can't seem to catch a break. What the heck is going on? You count your blessings. Four of Cups in the upright sometimes talks about counting blessings, even when other people can't see, even when other people are like so over it and so down and pessimistic. You know how to count your blessings with the rest of what you have with the Three of Cups here, and that's what's helping you. Okay, yeah. Let me get another card here, and then the Page of Cups in the reverse here with the Eight of Wands. It seems like there are a lot, this energy is being returned, though. That's when I also got that too. And seeing the bigger picture is something about seeing the bigger picture. People are starting to see the bigger picture, or you could be starting to see the bigger picture. 7:22 on the clock. Okay. And also, somebody needs to sit quietly and focus on 1 minute. Focus on the clock. Like, look at the clock and just sit there for 1 minute to re-register yourself and your time management, and re-register what 1 minute is. Because when we register ourselves of what 1 minute is, then we can better manage our time. So that way we know what it feels like for 1 minute to go past, or 2 minutes to go past. But also sitting quietly and meditating and doing your deep breathing, it also helps the brain, the body, the nervous system and all that stuff. So a lot of us need to do that on a regular basis, especially meditation. Okay, it says observe yourself without judging yourself. Okay, so take a look at your life, or maybe this is what people seeing you do. They're seeing you look at yourself, look within, without judging yourself harshly. We judge the situation for what it is, 8:17 on the clock, for what we've done as people, because we have to in order for us to grow. But we don't sit there and say you're stupid, or I can't believe you did that. And if we are doing that, my beautiful people, we got to cut that out. You can't do that if you want to succeed in many different areas of your life. It says relax and soothe using scents. So somebody may need to get some sort of scent, some incense, or whatever you like to burn, candles, just to soothe your mind, soothe your body, or just put on some nice perfume, so that way you smell nice. Okay, so you can smell it on yourself. All right. Also too, I have this lapis lazuli, I believe that's how you pronounce it. And it's like a blue and like white or cream grayish stone here, and it helps with emotional development, and to balance those emotions and for emotional healing. Okay, 9:11 on the clock. So let's get another card here from this deck. Yeah, it seems like y'all are removing some sort of mask, or of not being able to be tricked by your own thoughts or by other projections. Yeah, when it comes to stress, because there are a lot of people around you that are stressed, that are fearful. Okay, because you are saving, or you're saving your energy, you're saving your time. There are people that are stressed out about you, about your self-esteem. about how you carry yourself, my beautiful people. And you shouldn't have to carry that energy with you. For 9:44 on the clock, you should not have to carry those burdens. Okay, so remember to do that return to sender, but in love. So trust yourself, trust the Lord, and everything's going to continue to work out just fine. I thank you so much for watching. I love you. Bye.